Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I make kare-kare. It's a Filipino dish. It's an oxtail peanut butter stew. So here are the ingredients that you're going to need. Of course, the vegetables, you can kind of just use whichever vegetables you like, but it's usually string beans, eggplants, and pechay. You also need garlic and onions. I'm going to be using Mamacita's Kare-Kare mix. And then you also need some creamy peanut butter. And of course you need oxtail and also tripe. So in here I have my oxtail boiling. You want to cook that until it's nice and tender. It is going to take a few hours. You can also do it in a pressure cooker or in a slow cooker, but make sure you save the broth because we are going to use that broth when we make the sauce. And then in this pot I have the tripe boiling. You do want to cook them separately because you just want to use the beef broth. You don't want to use the water from the tripe. Before I start cooking, I'm going to mix my kare-kare mix. I'm going to mix it with some of the broth that I cooked the oxtail in. So I'm going to use about 1 cup and I'm going to mix it together. I'm just going to mix it in my measuring cup just to make it easy. So this kare-kare mix, it technically already has peanut in it. So if you don't really need to use the peanut butter, but it's a lot better if you use the peanut butter and the mix together. This also has annatto powder, so it's going to give it that nice color. So I'm going to be making it in my big pot. This is not going to get filled up, but I have my other, like my little bit smaller pot with the broth. So I'm going to cook it in here. Go ahead and add some oil. You're going to start with the garlic. We're going to saute the garlic and the onions together. Okay, the onions. Once the onions have started to soften, go ahead and add the oxtail. I'm going to saute that for a couple of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add the tripe. Saute that for a couple of minutes. Now I'm going to add in some peanut butter. Adding like 2 heaping tablespoons for now. And you want to melt the peanut butter and really cook the meat with the peanut butter. I think I'm going to add a 1/3 spoon. And you really want to melt the peanut butter down really well. So this is what it looks like right now. I'm going to add a little bit of broth. I'm going to add my broth that I mixed with the Mamacita's Kare-Kare mix. And I just really want to simmer this to get the flavors incorporated. So here's what it looks like right now. And we are going to add more broth in just a little bit. So I'm going to add more of my beef broth. So here's what it looks like right now. I'm going to let this come to a boil and then lower it down to a simmer. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes. This is what it looks like. You'll notice that the sauce has thickened. And it smells so good, you guys. So there's 2 ways you can cook the vegetables. You can steam them separately, or you can boil them in a separate pot, or you can just add them directly into this pot, which is what I'm gonna do since my other pot is dirty, and it'll, just easier for me to just put it in here. So I have eggplant, And I have some pechay. And I have some string beans that I cut into smaller pieces. So just put that in there, mix it around. And I'm gonna put the lid on and let the vegetables cook. Alright guys, so that is it. Once your vegetables are cooked, it is done. If you find your sauce is a little bit too thick, you can always add more broth, but this is how it should look. This is the perfect consistency, at least for me. This is how I like it. And this goes really well with rice, and then also we like to pair it with shrimp paste. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye everyone.